Football structure is built like a pyramid, and every level has a very specific job. At the top, FIFA writes the laws of the game, FIFA provides overall governance to football, confederations govern continents, federations govern countries, then you get down to the level of the leagues. This is where football becomes the weekly experience that fans interact with the most. And despite being the most visible part of football, leagues are sometimes the most misunderstood. People think leagues are just clubs playing each other, but a league is actually structured like an organization. It is a legal, commercial, administrative, regulatory, and operational body built specifically to organize professional football competitions within a country. A league doesn't play football. It doesn't have players, coaches, or stadium. A league creates the environment where clubs play. Everything you watch every weekend, every fixture, every table, every broadcast, every football kickoff time exists because the league builds the structure that allows football to function. A league cannot exist without approval from the national federation, and a federation may govern football in the country, but it delegates the responsibility of organizing competitions to the league. This is why a league cannot start on its own. It must receive formal recognition from the federation because the federation is the body that connects the entire domestic football structure to the continental level and to the global level. Without federation approval, a league is nothing more than just an official arrangement. Creating a football league goes beyond just gathering clubs and declaring competitions. A football league must be established as a legal organization with its own board, executive, and administrative departments. It must prove that it can run a full national competition safely and professionally. It must also demonstrate that it can enforce club licensing, it can manage schedules, guarantee stadium safety, operate matchday logistics, coordinate referees, uphold integrity standards, and comply with FIFA and confederation calendars. It must also show financial capabilities in the sense that it must show its ability to pay match officials, operate VAR where required, secure insurance, handle legal disputes, and sustain the competition even when clubs collapse or when broadcasters withdraw or when political conditions change. Before a league is established, it must also have systems in place to prevent match fixing, referee manipulation, illegal betting influence, or even corruption. It has to align its entire season's timeline with the global football calendar, ensuring that domestic matches do not clash with international breaks set by FIFA. It must secure commercial interests like broadcasters, sponsors, media partners who believe in the league's financial potential. And finally, a league must admit only clubs that meet official licensing standards. Clubs with verified finances, safe stadiums, medical infrastructure, youth development structures, administrative capabilities, and well-trained staff. This is why not everyone can create a league. It is important to note that global football is organized around a football year. This is a season-long cycle that runs usually from July 1st to June 30th of the next year. Even though leagues play their matches at different times, their financial, regulatory, and contract obligations follow this one unified cycle. But before understanding how leagues operate within this cycle, you need to know that there are two league models in the world of football. The first model is the pyramid system, also known as the open system. Then you have the second model, which is the franchise system, also referred to as the closed system. The pyramid system is competition-based, where clubs earn their position strictly through performance by either rising through promotion or failing through relegation. And this model is used by a high percentage of countries that includes England, Spain, Germany, Italy, and Nigeria. In the franchise system, positions are not earned through competition. Instead, clubs buy their place through licensing, and the leagues operate like a business organization, not a competition driver. In the franchise system, leagues are mostly responsible for selling franchise spots. They decide how many teams participate in the league. They decide which teams can enter the league, and this decision is made only if the team pays a certain fee. So in this system, teams never drop out for losing matches. Everything is based on business value, not sporting merits. So instead of earning your way up, you buy your way in. And clubs stay in the league because they paid, not because they won a competition. It is practiced by a few countries, including the United States of America, Canada, and Australia. Now, since the pyramid model is the dominant structure in football, that is the system that we'll be breaking down in this video. In the pyramid model, every country operates a one league system, and within that system, there are multiple divisions that are arranged from the highest division to the lowest division. Every match across the season connects to one purpose, which is movement inside the divisional hierarchy. These divisions form the ladder that clubs climb through performance, where strong results earn them promotion and poor results leads to relegation. To visualize the pyramid system clearly, let's use England, home of the English Football League, as a case study. Note that England is not unique. It is simply the most familiar illustration of the league system, but it operates like other nations with one league system and several divisions stacked from top to bottom. At the very top of the English system sits the Premier League, which is the first division. Beneath it is the Champions League, which is the second division. Then you have the League One, which is the third division, and League Two, known as the fourth division. And beneath League Two, the pyramid continues down into semi-professional and regional tiers. These divisions are levels inside the same national structure. Throughout the football year, every club plays matches within their division, and the purpose of these matches is simply to determine whether they will be promoted or they will be relegated, or if they will stay put in their current position. Clubs in the lower divisions fight all season to climb into the division above them. Clubs in the higher divisions also fight to avoid falling down the ranks. So clubs in the top division are not guaranteed safety because a poor season could drop them into the lower levels. This is the real meaning behind the football year. It is a competition where performance reshapes the pyramid and where every club's final standing in the league determines their future. This system is designed to reward success and to penalize failure. New clubs have the chance to rise, old clubs could fall, and only the clubs in the top division can qualify for international competitions because the top division is the only level that meets elite standards. Nothing in the football year is random. Every fixture has a purpose. Every point affects a club's future. The league provides the structure, the divisions provide the levels, and the football year provides the cycle that determines who goes up, who goes down, and who earns the right to stand at the very top. Once a league is officially recognized and commences operations, its primary responsibility shifts from formation to ongoing management and growth because a professional football league operates as both a governing body and a full commercial enterprise. Its core functions usually include working with the federation to manage referee assignments and guarantee fair play on match days. Leagues ensure strict safety and infrastructure standards through inspections and certifications for every stadium, covering details from seating to emergency exits while coordinating safety plans with the police, medical units, and security agencies. Leagues also negotiate domestic and international broadcasting rights with TV networks and streaming platforms. They secure major sponsorship agreements with corporate brands for various league assets. For example, Puma sponsors match balls. Barclays sponsors various awards such as the Player of the Month and Manager of the Month. Leagues develop branding and marketing campaigns to expand its global footprint and to engage fans. Leagues also ensure distribution of generated revenue among its member clubs. This is vital for maintaining financial balance amongst member clubs and to ensure they have equal ability to compete. Leagues have authority to sanction clubs for financial collapse, for sending ineligible players to the field, and for manipulating results or violating competition rules. However, leagues must escalate issues like doping, referee misconduct, and corruption to its governing federation. Leagues also interact with confederations as confederations set the licensing requirements for clubs in divisions eligible to participate in continental competitions like World Cup. If the club fails to meet the mandatory standards, the confederation can refuse them entry to continental competitions. For example, Juventus was suspended from UEFA competitions for breaching financial fair play rules. If a league has clubs that consistently cannot meet basic professional standards and are subsequently barred from international play, it would reflect poorly on the overall quality and governance of that league. This could potentially harm the league's reputation and its brand value. Confederations also monitor league integrity, match quality, safety and operational standards because domestic league feed directly into international tournaments. So if a league becomes corrupt, disorganized or politically compromised, a confederation can sanction the federation where the league operates or suspend the league's clubs from international competitions. FIFA steps in when the federation has a leadership failure, usually related to political interference. They step in by installing a temporary normalization committee to fix the breakdown and bring order by conducting elections and managing daily affairs. The operation of football leagues sits within the global hierarchy. While leagues manage the daily business and hold commercial power, they cannot operate as fully independent entities. They are always bound by the rules of their federation, their confederation, and ultimately FIFA, which is the world football governing body. So in summary, the hierarchy becomes clear. IFAB writes the laws, FIFA enforces the laws globally, confederations apply FIFA's rules across continents and ensures regional compliance, while federations govern every football activity within their country. And the league manages the business and the integrity on the ground level. If you follow this video to the ending, you now understand how leagues function, why they exist, and how they fit inside global football's pyramid. You can check my previous videos where I broke down the layers above them, which include IFAB, FIFA, confederations, and federations. And in the next episode, I'll be going even deeper to look at clubs themselves, how they function, how they are governed, and why they are far more complex than most fans realize. Most fans watch football, but very few understand the strategy behind it. But now you do, so follow the ballroom for more.